This episode of Broken Bones and Bullshit is sponsored by Ozcan Rule. So my next guest is Brendon Kennedy, aka BK. Welcome on to the show, mate.
Thanks, Bob. Good to be here.
So take us all the way back to the start. How did rodeo sort of come into your life?
Oh, well, just a young fella wanting to get on a few and met a fella by the name of Bernie Wallace, Bernie and Peter Wallace, old bull riders and that. And I think Peter won the title in 1976, and he gave me a few pointers and bloody run the neighbour's cows in one day, you know, and I rang Bernie and he goes, "Well, you got a million bad boss?" I said, yeah. And that bucking out the cattle crush and that, you know.
Yeah.
They were cool old dudes, real legends, you know.
So you started on calves and that?
Yeah, started on steers and a couple of, I was probably 10 or 11 when I started getting on a few, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how old were you when you entered your first rodeo?
Oh, would have been, 12, I reckon.
Yeah.
He's a young fella, yeah.
And you had
Just steer riding and that, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you always had a lot of cattle sense too from the way you grew up?
Yeah, mate, grew up in the bush and spent a lot of time in stock camps and mushing and up in that Northern country and all that, you know, out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, like bull catching and all that.
Yeah,
Sort
don't have to bull catching.
Is that what sort of fascinated you into?
Oh, nah, I just love that bit of Western life, mate. Like, or when you're a rural sort of kid, you know, it's an interest. Everyone wants to be a cowboy, don't they?
Yeah.
But I've worked in camps all over Northern, in that Gulf country, and you know, run a few and had a lot of good times. But bull catching is pretty fun, but when you do it for a dog, it's a bit of a fucking pain in the ass. They've been on me birds out very quickly, you know. I remember it took me real good mate, you know, Heath Chalmers up north, and we went bull catching, and then he caught 19 for the day and tied them all up and tied them all to a tree, and Heath goes, "Well, what do we do now?" I said, "Well, we'll fucking pick them all up, put them in the truck."
They hasn't stopped yet.
Yeah. And he's like, "You kidding me?" I said, "Snake, you gotta go pick them all up, mate." He goes, "Well, how would you remember where they are?" I said, "GPS here, old fella." And it was actually real easy because he's as mad as the wheels, you know, and the big fellas tied up and they're probably 5, 6, 7-year-old fellas, you know. Charm was in there like a blue dog. You know? And bull catching was a bit of fun and that, but just being out bushing, that's good, you know, real good.
And what was the first rodeo you had some success at? Do you remember?
Yeah, young fella up north and that, getting on little singing heavy knobby bulls and that. I was never great at it, but won a few. But just probably done a little country show, bush shows up north, like, you know, in the Gulf and that, you know, like Sedan Dip, Burke and Wills and Norman and had a bit of luck with them, you know.
Yeah. And when did the horses sort of start? Or the horses always been a big part of your life? Or?
Yeah, passionate horses, mate. They, you know, like camp draft horses and bucking horses, cutters. But riding broncs, just loved it. Love all aspects of horses, you know. Like I went and learned how to bloody ride dressage horses, you know, to riding reiners, you know. Wanted to do all
anything to do with horses?
Yeah, just know the fundamentals of it, how it worked and that. I was very lucky growing up. Met a fellow called Richard Tate. He took me under his wing, you know, and showed me a lot, you know. Showed me a lot about camp horses and breaking horses in, like not so much like breaking them in, but like getting them going good, you know, like competitive.
Yeah.
But they're all out of gidgy by hard riding, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing was bred, nothing was, you know. Remember the first time I went to Bergenmoor's camp drafts and in those days when I was a young fella, like 15, 16 or whatever I was, can't remember, like to get a day off to go to a draft or a rodeo was a huge thing, you know, like we worked 6, 7 months a year. like at camp too, like,
Yeah.
you know. We took these horses to the Birkin Horse campground and we finalled everything, you know.
Wow.
And like went real good, like, and I ever goes, wet saddle cost no yours. He looks don't mean much, but they sure do help. But just get the fucking job done, you know? You know, and we probably didn't really know how good we were going, but having that fellow guiding you, you know, like you was always one thing, you know, like even though you're in the middle of nowhere or whatever, he's like, just do it all right, about me cherry right, you know, and but before that, like, when we got our plan of horses, but we had to draw straws for them, mate. You know? I remember he went down to bloody Charters Towers and bought a wagon load of horses to put in the plant. And most young fellas wouldn't even know what a wagon load of horses is these days. They come back, mate, for 7-year-old horses unbroken. And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? I've idle people on that long. And Jesus Christ, we built a house on them working.
Yeah.
And drafted them and that and everything, you know, like we were off the grid there for a long time.
So going from them to bucking horses wouldn't have been much of a difference.
They could, this is the thing that I say, right? They worry about them horses at the start of the year or after the wet or even broncs at the start of the season. It's when they're halfway through the season, they're getting harder and tougher. Like, you know, you feel they're getting on ball. Like you get on that pass in 6 months, it's a bit soft and probably maybe it's you know. Then you get on when you've been bucking every week and you get stronger, aren't they? You know, and you know you see that the broncs getting better through, and it's drier and it's you know it gets tougher. It gets tougher. You know, it's same as in playing horses. You know, you ride that horse or whatever you ride him, you get fitter, isn't he? You know. He might have a few more tricks in him there. You know? No, I probably hated it when I was a kid out in the bush in the middle of nowhere because it was hard and it was tough. But now I think that was the best time of my life.
Yeah.
Like,
And did you find that follow into having like your business now made it so much easier because you grew up tough? Yeah, so then now you're like, oh, I'm on the gravy street.
Oh, I sort of worked for a tough fella too by the name of Cole Fisher, you know, he's an old bull ride Brendon and mate, that's the toughest man I've ever met in my life, that fella. He's up there in the Gulf and but just all them fellas up there, like they're just the model sort of lads, everything's gotta be right, you know, like even though you're in the middle of the way, you know, everything's still gotta be right, you know, they put a lot of incentive to have a crack and you know, but you got to go and punch them in the guts from the bloody telling you something. They can do a lot of yelling and getting up you, but if you ask them, they'll show you, you know. And back in my day when I was doing a bit of ringing and that, a ringer, you had to be a bloody mechanic, you had to be a fence, you had to be a yard, you had to be a ballman, and be like a grader driver. And I remember Cole dropped me out there, just wanted me to build a dam. Give me this old labour, and he left me out there bloody 28 days, you know. And I was 44 in the tree and shower, he'd come out every 3 or 4 days, drop a bit of tucker off and yeah, no, good job, just get the job done, you know. Then he wouldn't see him again, you know. And then but you go and drop a bloody kid out there, leave him in the Gulf for fucking dingoes howling around your town and night and bloody, you know. But I was on my own time of my life, you know, it was cool. But then you get back to the house there and watch some bucks and bulls, like he'd get on bulls that night, mate. And I'd pull his rope, flank that bastard, jump over, open the gate. And there's a dog out there, there's a bullfight, you know. That's just how it was, you know. But work and Steve, no, work hard, play shit, but help me out now, be a lot later in life, but a lot of respect for them blokes.
Yeah. And then you realise how hard you can be doing it, don't you?
Go work for Cole Fisher, you're so hard. You know, go work for Richard Tate, give him 10 years. I'll tell you what, you look at everyone that's coming at their camp later in life, they've got their job done and they're going pretty well, you know?
Yeah. Being successful, got a good foundation.
Yeah, well, I don't think I'm successful with them fellas. I just think that I'm lucky that they were tough enough to hang out with a guy and listen to the views and values and you know, it's right way and there's a wrong way. You know, the old young men, you play silly games with fucking silly prizes. You know, so those guys are, this is the thing though, when I was working for like Cole, like you look up to him, like, you know, one of the fellas who like that old bull chainsaw and, you know, and I remember Cloncurry there one year, was pulling his rope and I forget who he had one of the bulls might have been, I forget the name of the bull. No vest on, bloody hell, bring a bastard there and they're like, hey, you can't go without a vest on. And old hillbilly comes over and goes, no, he's right to go. And so I kept, bet he'd ever rode one with a vest or whatever, even at home, get on him board to us, you know, but just cowboy, you know.
Yeah.
And good bushman, you know.
If there was a tougher man, you never met him.
Well, I don't fight the bastard. You want me getting old a bit now, but it's still looking up. He got a bit of boogie. I don't know, a fair bit of mushroom with him. Bought a few wild ones, you know, but just working, didn't mate. You know, you actually didn't know that you're working that hard because it was just normal.
Yep.
You know, then you come down to this country and think you're fucking robbing someone because you're doing fuck all. You got the day's work, they're like, yeah, that's it, mate. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Bundy, this is the game, we'll stay here. But, nah.
It's funny at times it sort of changed. My old girl was telling me a story. My grandfather used to fill the sole up, putting the 30-kilo bags, whatever, on his shoulder, climb it up, dump it in. That's what he just do for days till it's full.
Yep.
And he was never known as a hard man at all.
Yep.
That's just normal.
Yeah.
Like, and then if he was around nowadays in our district, he'd be the toughest man in the district.
Well,
it's just funny how things have changed.
And that's like with Cole, mate, too. Like, you'd be working for him, and you were going travelling somewhere, Mushroom or whatever, like Bergen Law's Roadhouse would be there, or go past the pub or whatever, you know, you'd be like, go and have a cold drink off, I'd be like, mate, I've been over here in my life, I've never caught in there once. I go, what? He goes, nah, never been in there in your life. Couldn't go in there. I go, why not? He goes, nah, don't know, just fucking be out mushroom, colour roll, he's fucking, well, you'd be going somewhere, you'd sleep on the side of the road and that. I'm like, you got more money than fucking King and Queen, mate. Let's go have a beer, you know? That's how bloody focused they were, you know? But now I look at it and go, fuck, you're a mild bastard. That's why they are tough bastards. Yeah. That was fun though, like, you know, you worked hard, played hard, but the cool thing about those fellas like Coalfish and Richie Tate, they had you back. Yeah. You know, they're like, if you had a bit of nous about you, they'd show you how to be good, you know. Just from all aspects of cattlemen and horseman husbandry, like everything, you know, from being half a doctor girl and knowing what's wrong with that and what causes that, you know, being good fellas, you know. Yeah. So,
yeah, that old saying about them old fellas, they've forgotten more than good trainers know. Yeah,
mate. Yeah. You know, another real good fella in my life, Clay Evans, you know, he showed me a tiny, minute amount of knowledge that he knows. But for me, like if you showed a young fella it and he goes through his years and he wouldn't know what's going on, but the way that he can break it down, and he's such a great teacher, it shows you why things are happening, you know, like, you know, you just can read the whole play and what's going on, you know, like, and like from training 2-year-olds to challenge horses and that, he's just so good at like how the whole muscle system works, and you know, like nutrient and feed,
how to get
and you know,
horse to move properly.
And like it's good because there's not that many legends coming through anymore, you know, that are willing to help young fellas, because nowadays if you're around, like, or want to work somewhere, they're there for a year or 2 years and they're gone, you know what I mean? Like we had the same camp there at Umea Valley, we had the same camp at Umea Valley there for 7 years of the same blokes, you know? And I think after the same men were there for 7 years, but I think we went through like 60 to 100 blokes with the same group of fellas who were there the whole time, and you just knew how to get the job done. You'd work all day, you wouldn't say 10 words to each other, but then at the end of the day, it was just, you know, no one's all about work now, it's all about tits and nuts, you know what I mean? The spouse. You know? And nowadays I look at look at young fellas, and especially in rodeo and bucking or skateboard, it's such a cool time to be a kid getting on balls and bolts, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
it's
heaps of money, great stuff.
Yeah, the way the caliber of stock going on, it's fellas like you that are doing the breeding and, trying to make it better and have a bit of fun but, like, it's just cool, isn't it? Like, look at those RSAs down here south, mate, like, there's that much money up. It's crazy, mate,
Yeah, what was the season? 420,000 or something for just a Woodles run of RSAs.
Buddy, we'd drive to Burketown for $1,000, mate, and be bloody on the road for 3 days to get there. But even like Norman and that, they're 10 grand bull rides, 10 grand bronc rides, and it's you see how the sport's going. Geez, you wish you had a few mad young fellas down there. Like, the older it'd be good, wouldn't it?
Before, you reminded me of how you had that camp that stayed for 7 years. That's one thing you're sort of proud of with your business now, that you've got the same crew and you've had them.
I've had the same men with me now for 15 years. Mate, I learned a very valuable lesson that people don't leave their jobs because of work, they leave their jobs because of their bosses.
Yeah.
And I've had the same man for a long time, and I say, mate, I don't want to tell you what to do, tell me to do it better,
Yeah.
And you give a bloke a bit of, incentive like that, he don't want to fucking hear from me. No news is good news, and no news is bad news, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's so good, having the same crew that you're so comfortable and you can go to any environment and get the job done, and customers happy, we're happy,
Yeah, you don't have to keep checking in on them, the job's going to be right. Yeah.
So I'm pretty proud of that, mate,
Yeah.
Proud of that, yeah.
And give you a business to plug.
Oh, Elite Concrete Drilling and Soaring.
Yeah.
Bloody old ringers doing a bit of concrete. That's just had a crack, mate.
Yeah.
And something like that too, like we do a lot of tier 1 work, and I still work for the same 6 guys that I started with, 20 years down the road, so it's...
And how was the switch coming from just growing up, just mustering and ringing? And...
Come down here and met a Sheila, and got married and I've been back up there a fair bit, but I love the golf, mate. That's my country up there. I golf, and there's a bit of concrete jungle, but
and you're adding to it.
No, I love that bowling country.
Yeah,
I love it, but I got 3 kids now, and one of them's a bit of a gun footy player, the other one's a lunatic, and my little daughter Butch, Brooklyn, we'll call her Butch, but she's a lunatic too, but she'll be little mate, so I swing out with all the horses and them, but she's...
So the lunatics ones that throw back to your side, or?
Oh, probably old cook, mate. No, my sons aren't really interested in horses, but if you tell them how much or whatever, they'll do it. But
yeah.
They've probably done too much of it. But when I say that, like, Brooklyn's just mad on it though, she loves it. She can ride pretty good. She's only 7, and I think she's got a passion for it, My middle son Ty, he's mad footballer, and oldest fella Chase, well, you don't know what he's doing, but he can do anything, he's pretty handy, like, he's been in camps and working away, and he's probably like, wanted to get away from me a bit, and then he'd come back pretty quick, He's been in the middle of nowhere for a bit, but no, it was pretty good. He went and worked for Richard Tate, and this is something else that's pretty cool, like Richard Tate's young fellas, that's who I started with. These young fellas come down and camp down here now,
Yeah.
It's funny that...
Doing a full circle.
Yeah, and it's like, fuck, mate, I looked at that old fellow and I just thought he was born at 30 and having been life. Now his kids are, like, young Clayton Tate, he come here and spent a few months down here, and he's riding broncs real good and this and that, and then when he come down here, my young fellow went, fuck this, Dad, we'll go up there, and where you were and that, and I said, yeah, there you go, but he lost his own comfort a bit down here. But you got to have a passion for it, don't you? It's like everything.
So with the horses, you were telling how you did a lot of different disciplines. What age did you feel like you really starting to understand horses or get a feel for?
I wanted to ride real good camp draft horses and challenge horses and just be able to make. When you look at them fellas and you're like, Jesus, how them fellas do it, like, you know. And Richard said to me, well, go and work with the best fellas then. Go up to them and go, hey mate, give me a job, you know. And I remember I went working for a fella called Robbie White, and it was at Connor, just north of Cloncurry there. And Whitey was real good bushman, real good. You see him in a draft and that, you know, good horses, and he's a bigger fella like me, so I sort of looked up at him and said, mate, give me a job, you know. He goes, yeah, right, no worries. And but they could just make horses, you know, like, but I was trying to make bush horses, mate, you know, breed and fucking worked out it's a lot easier when when I get running by helicopter and drawing straws and get on 70-year-old and when you're around them and, you know, and just doing things a bit quieter and, you know, but took it on pretty, bought a few good horses, spent a bit of money.
Yes.
Had a bit of money that I probably didn't have. Had a bit of fun, yeah, just doing my own thing.
Yeah.
But just lean on guys like, you know, Kai Evans and that, like he can make a horse, you know, like he can make a 2-year-old as good as anyone. Be going and showing it and whatever else. It costs money, doesn't it, you know? Just sort of take a bit of a step back from horses and go, well, fuck, we need to get money in the bank and
Yeah.
spend a bit to get no return, but just got a passion for that sort of stuff, mate, you know? Passion for bug jumpers, breeding a few, you know?
Yeah, because you've got Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, he's my old mate, yeah.
Tell us the story how you end up with him.
Well, that bastard. Well, he's a purebred gypsy cob. He was imported from Ireland. I got him off a fella called Clive Allen. Clive Allen's one of the best farriers, blacksmith fellas getting around, you know, does all that stocking and selling, judging and all that sort of stuff. And I met Clive, he's there, and I forget what I was doing at Clive. He might have been on horses or cattle or something. I said, what's that dog? Pain was out there. He goes, oh, you got a bull horse in mine. Do you want him? I said, yeah. I said, right. And the story was he come from over, they got him from overseas and imported him here, and he won a bloody Melbourne show in the cart and won a Melbourne show dressage and riding and all that. And I was working him for a bit, and Ray was going past one day feeding up and Buggy and the lick bag come out the back and fucking went to town with the class. I had a young fellow living with me, Brock Weber, who was riding bad horses at the time. And I went, Brock goes to me, buck that horse. I said, fucking right, buck. And well, he's probably 16 hands with us. He's every part's 700 kilos.
Yeah.
And riding on fenders, kicking over his head and bloody. We dry bucked him a couple of times and then put him in the rig and he barked. And just, it's so cool to handle, you know.
Yeah.
He just looks like a bloody 16-hand bloody Welsh round post.
Yeah.
And then, so he was a bull horse, so we bucked him heap. And he broke me heart, that bastard, the first time I rang up Jack Woodall and said, Jacko, so got a fairly handy little buck jumper here. Horses will break your heart, buck jumpers, you know. Take them there, travel them there, whatever, and then they don't do something calling you like, you bastard, I've seen you at home kicking over women head. Anyway, Mick Cranky got on him, I took him down to Jackson, he had about, running at about, 80 knots. With 50, 60 horses in the yard, and he was a bull horse, and he just carried on like a fucking idiot. And Cranky got on him, and he did nothing. Ripped the hell out of him. Then Ronnie bushed him for a while, you know. And I don't know where he went, but he went in the blue gum somewhere, you know. There's a lot of big stout fucking horses out of him now, but then I get a phone call off Ronnie one day. He goes, "Where the hell is friggin' bull horse of yours you got down here?" I said, "What's happened?" He said, "Pulled me off my old bloody riding horse while I was mustering." I said, well, he lived in the house here for a few years. I said, like, let him in the blue gum. He said, you don't want to come in the yard. Anyway, he pulls Ronnie off the horse and, well, why don't you cut him? I said, right, I'll come down. I didn't go down because I didn't want to cut him, but probably the best thing we did was cut him. Hundreds of them running around from me, blue gums. And they bucked him. I said, right, they bucked him, and he went on road for a while, and
Yeah.
he's just a big old cool gentleman.
Ozcan Rural, providing Southwest Victoria with everything related custom sheep and cattle yards. Get in touch with the fellas via email ozcanrural@gmail.com. That's AUS, can like the one you drink, rural@gmail.com. Building fences straighter than your local politician.
And saying that, I remember one year he went for, oh shit, he probably would have went rode for unridden for a couple of years.
Yep.
You know, but the great thing about him putting that bit of a different sort of clumper sort of style into them bred mares, put a bit of bone in them, a bit of structure in them, but now putting his trials out red mares back into them is like they're, like you look at them and
still got that sort
oh, you look at it, it's mellowed them out, and you look at them and they're just, you know, they sit in broncs saddle on them and they're sitting up like that. It's just like, this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
But also, a 25-year-old kid, I'll be going, that's the shit. Big long forelock, big long mane on them, you know, big at the feet. But it was actually pretty cool. I hadn't seen him for about 10 years, you know. And it was Streaky Bay there a couple of years ago, brought into Ronnie's and Ted was there drafting him up, and he walked out of about 60 horses and come up and give me a big pat. And
oh, that's cool.
And he put his hat on me, and I was like, what are you doing, old fella? He's out basking me. But he's trying to be a depth in him, but Ronnie's bred mares and Ted's bred mares have put that bit of, he's sort of like beefed up the bone structure a bit. They got a bit of that good juice. It's just like the magic bean, you know. But yeah, he's just a cool dude, you know.
Yeah. Do you wish he'd never got cut so you could keep breeding with him? Or?
If it was nowadays, I wouldn't fucking cut him.
Yeah.
I rang up Bonnie and said, I'll bring you home.
Yeah.
You know, like, because I had him running with with horses all the time. It was just that, you know, he went a bit wild for a while.
It went mad up in the blue gums.
When the blue gums had a bit of fun, but cowboys love him, you know. Like, and he's just a cool looking bastard, you know. Big bloody coloured fucker. You know? Charlie Sheen, so sort of like the Charlie Sheen story, you know. And that's what I call him, Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
But I think I just think it's cool, a horse like that that's done a little bit you would never expect a buck, because I don't think them gypsy dogs are really known to bucking, you know. But it's cool to see what Ted's done, what Ted's done with his breeding and buying a few horses, you know. When we got a bit of blood from that Matt Adams sale, I bought a couple of mares out of that, and there's a real good horse by Charlie out of the Matt Adams mare that got called Pretty Girl, and she's just the coolest in the year. So like, just jumps and kicks and stout bastard, but she just looked like bucking horses, you know. Like, I tell you, I was down there, was that old bloody moose, and Ronnie and my wife, Ronnie took me for a drive to a paddock he's got there, and old Charlie bred to Rocky, and Rocky's foal they kept as a bull horse, you know. Ronnie showed me all these mares in this little paddock he's got there, you know, and it was so cool to see the second generation of bred, like breeding program horses, you know, had a little bit of Charlie and then put back into his blood, and he goes, oh, you contributed all this, you know, and I was, and the bloody shit did.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I was sitting there, the sun was going down, and that bloody Dartmoor country is beautiful, eh? Like, you know, you see all these bloody mad evil dead looking bastards there, all these fucking bull cows, and like seeing this big stud horse there with all their mares, and he let me daughter pick one out, you know, and it was cool, you know.
Yeah.
Like real good, you know.
That's the sort of stuff you do it for, right?
Oh yeah, mate. Like fellas like you and yourself and everyone else is, you don't like you don't look at it as you're giving it, and you do it because it's your sport.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well,
I
I got
love
told
bucking
early on the only way to make $1 million off bucking bulls is to start at 2 million.
how Richard Tate said to me, "That's the only way you're going to make money is if you own the cattle, mate. The only way you can own the cattle is if you steal them or fucking buy them." He goes, "Same deal. It's going to cost you."
Yeah.
You know, but it's pretty cool, like when you're there now, and those Woodall fellas, mate, they help me out a heap, mate, like proper. Like Jack, I think he's a mate of mine, Ted, Ronnie, like, it's cool when you look at 3 horses that way, 3 horses that way in the backyard full, and they've all got a bit of Charlie in them.
Yeah.
Like you can go, and you can just see them like when they're out of that breadmare stuff, it's just juiced them up a bit.
Yeah.
It's leveled them down too, you know what I mean? Like, and you know, like they bark, like, and they look like big bucks.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's like those Calgary horses with the
Oh.
necks on them. Like.
Well, that Charlie, yeah, he said, and this is another cool thing. You can go in there, cash and pay him. I put my daughter on him. He couldn't care, you know. That's where he just looks like big fucking dirty cattle stuff there. Gives you a bronco in your heart on, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know,
Have you been on him a few times?
yeah, mate, I got on him once. I got him there at home. I think we bucked him at home like 30 or 40 times. And he bucked the house down, you know. That's what I was saying. That's what we did with him at home. And then we took him down to Woodies that first time, and he did fucking nothing. That bastard. He was in the yard. All his mares around the yard, slapping his dig up his. Yeah, but no, I got on him the other day. It was already big out the old bastard. And he's drilled me a few times. He always bucks when I get on him. He and was getting on him there.
It'd be the battle of the pensioners, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%. I got on him there and he never ripped me boot off his foot in the chute, you know, he grabbed hold of me and but he knows it's me, like I said, one of them horses in the other, he walked out to me, I said to Ted, Ted, let's get a photo of this bastard. I said, how cool is that? You know, he just walked out and come up and put his head on my shoulder. Like a big dumb bastard, like, you know. And I turned his head out a bit at buck shows and but he's a smart bastard, you know. He's got you, but he's cool too, you know.
Yeah.
Does his job, comes out, and a big pet, you know.
They would have won some money off him over the years.
Mate, they would have won plenty of money. and you know what, like, I seen Dean Oliver, I mean, they must have been bucking around, you know. Fucking Christ, he bucked, and I said to Dean, I said, what that feel like? He goes, geez, he's strong, that bastard. And then I think Dave Stacey got him the next day. It was the first time he'd ever reared out, you know. And he reared out, and Dave give it to him. I said, what'd that feel like? He goes, I thought he'd be bloody real nice. He goes, he's just tough, that bastard, you know. Like, he reared out, and he does it a fair bit now, like but not Dingo doing it. He's like, he'll rear out, and you know, like, I've seen Charles spurring a bit, and what's he like, Charles? He's like, nah, he's just cool, ain't he?
Yeah, just a little wild.
They didn't ride him for a long time. Like, he had a lot of trips without getting rode. Or he would come out too strong and miss him out or whatever. But, mate, he's getting on a bit too. He'd be playing 22 years old or something like that. You know, he's still going right.
And you're still getting on now?
Oh, yeah, 40 odd. But I'm only there for a bit of fame, mate. No. Like, it's had a few years off and went real hard at it. It's grouse seeing your horse and buck at them shows, you know. You go and watch them buck and muck around with a few minutes and get on one.
And you've got a few prospects out here that you're pretty excited for?
Yeah, you got a few things under the hat, mate. A few good ones.
Yeah.
Got a bit of imported stuff. Just mucking around with a bit of semen and that, you know. I've got a couple of good bred horses that come from the bush too, you know. Like the thing about that Northern country, that well, them rodeos up there, they had best line buck jumpers, so you can take your horse to the rodeo, pay an entry fee, and he could win $5,000.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, it's cool, mate. You know, like you can have an old camp horse, you know, take him to the rodeo, $80 in the morning, and you know, putting in there, you can win best line buck jumper, you know. So I've got a few of those Northern horses, and got a few off. But those horses all went to that Matt Adams sale there. I don't know how long ago that was. Maybe 10 years ago. I bought a few out of there, and that breed there's been pretty good, mixing it up, you know.
Yep.
I forget the name of the staying boy, but there's been a few real good mares we bought out of that sale, crossing them with Woody's blood and a bit of my blood, which they're working.
Yep.
And like that bucking, you know, like, and well, that's the cool thing about that Charlie too. He's sort of putting that bit docile mind and a bit of bone, but they got the snap of that bread stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bit of.
You think that's a good mix?
Oh, it's working, mate. Eh? Like they're big, stout, strong beggars that are cool to get on. You know, they're not doing 90 across the arena, throwing a big, you know, this and you know, they're jumping, kicking, and they're stout. You know, like the more bronc riders want to get on. You know, they're patterned a bit. You know, like they got a bit of that bloody bit of depth to them. You know, like you look at them horses in the States, and like, excuse me, like, you look at those Canadian horses and all that, and you just them NFR horses or whatever, them big bred fuckers just it makes you wonder how they're so athletic.
Yeah.
Like they're big.
Like when I first seen them cavalry horses in person,
Yeah.
I didn't see
huge.
something like that.
They're huge.
Like a neck on it. Like,
Yeah, that's what Charlie. Remember me and Charlie was there at Tamworth there one year. He just come back from the States. And I'm looking at these horses there, the mackerate up there, and I'm like, fuck, these are big guns. Charlie was like, there's fucking hungry, these bastards. So what do you mean? He goes, mate, I was on one there the other day. My text was in my saddle sitting that higher than the bloody top rail. I said, what was it like? He goes, it was cool. No, that bit of bone in them too, you know, and it's cool too because Woody's got a bit of that old man Isa blood and that, you know. And
so just mixing all that through.
Well, it's a bit of new, blood into some breeding, you know what I mean? Mixing it up a bit, you know, like it's cool. Probably like you with your balls and that, you know, you always try and find something else, you know. And,
yeah.
But he broke me up when I took him down there, and it was probably the best thing he did because the best thing that they seen him buck on videos and that, like, and because he was a bull horse, he got a bit excited that day, you know, chasing little kicks and ass, but bushing him and breeding a few out of him and that, and you can tell the Charlies, like you can tell them that, like they're big bone in them, and you know, oh, he's out of that passing or whatever. But now that first cross of out of Charlie by bred horses, interesting.
Yeah.
Like, and I can't wait to see him in 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
You know, like, cool, you know. Like, just good types that are doing the job.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of people that aren't in the industry think you breed stuff just to throw people off.
No.
It's better taking people to the pay window, but you want
100%.
You want stuff to buck. Like you don't want a cart of dink just because people can ride him.
Yeah.
You want it to buck, but you want it so people will win money on it. Like that's cool.
And what I've tried to do breeding for you at home is make cowboy horses. You watch a good bareback ride, a good bronc ride, it's cool, like. But that fucker's hanging in the air, cracking on mates, listening on his reins at his feet. And you're like, that's cool, you know? And, like, it's so cool watching that, like, watching what he's done, his mindset, like, to bring that little bit of sensibility into him, like, and you can handle them and get a handle on them, like, they're not knocking themselves around. You know, like the other day we were at, up near Swan Hill, hitting that Berry Willock or something like that. I turned his head out for old mate, and I was sitting there patting him or whatever. But he bucked out, and my daughter Brooklyn's out in the backyard sitting on him getting a photo on him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and he bucked, like, properly, you know. here's a 21 point all slot A.
Yeah.
You know, like but it's breeding that bit of a depth in them too, you know, like just big raw bone fellas, and then you get that red stuff, that fire, and it's cool, you know. I wish I was 20, you know.
Yeah.
These fellas don't know how good they've got it, you know.
It was funny with that because me and Brendon have teamed up with the bulls.
Yep.
And we've got 5 bulls that we're cutting every weekend that are all half-bred fellas. And that was the first time we were having success. When we're going full bred, we just couldn't get nothing to hit. We've been lucky enough to purchase some great animals.
Yeah.
And then, but to start with, we both just started off like a couple of herd cows and then put a bucking bull over it. And then we were starting to get success. And then once we stepped up a bit more and we're buying bread and just couldn't get nothing to hit. It's just like shit.
And this is the thing. I've been pissed on the dick with him because he's been bucking now for 15 years. Like, he's 22, 12 years he's been bucking, and he doesn't have too many bad days. So that's consistency, and he's been every dog show in Lady Victoria.
Yeah.
You know? But it's nothing worse when you get something like what you said, you've purchased something and you're trying to better it, and you go, fuck me, Dad, I've got to cut these guys. You know? But he's a no hassle fella either, you know, and he's breeding that into it. But there wouldn't be too many horses that have been bred by him that wouldn't have bucked.
Yeah.
Like, he's breeding buckers.
Yeah.
Like, breeding buckers, you know, there wouldn't be too many. You go to the radio, there's Little Sheen, Charlie, you know, and all the names, you know, like, you know where they all go back to, you know, it's cool.
It's funny how that all works, that if you might, like a superstar, you don't see any good prodigy from it. But then you get something that's people are riding him for 80 points, and then all of a sudden his calves are taking people 88. It's funny how that sort of works, that not always you think the superstar is going to breed a superstar, but it sort of doesn't work that way.
You know yourself, you know, shit breeds shit too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
At least you're trying.
Yeah.
You know, like, that's like I said, yeah, mate. Richard Tate used to say, these horses are out of Gidgee by hard riding, mate. There's no breeding them. They're only as good as the man riding them. I go, well, I'm fucking scared of them. They're mad. He goes, well, work it out, mate. No, he's just a cool dude that I've been lucky with. And you just love going to that show, watching him buck, you know, and seeing them red horses buck, you know, it's cool. Like, and they're just nice, you know.
Yeah.
They're not like that old bloody, you know. There's nothing worse getting on untried shit, eh? But we're doing a bit of a program like where there's, you know, dry bucking them and running them around and handling them and whatever else, you know. And there's a lot more goes into it than what people think, you know. Like,
I find that there's, correct me if I'm wrong, there looks like there's a bit more work in bucking horses than bulls in certain things. Do they need a bit more handling, or you think it's very similar?
Mate, you know yourself, if they're going to buck, they're going to buck.
Yeah.
It makes it easier if they got a bit of sensibility about it. Why try and hold a break and all, we'll get them so they come in the pickup and a bit. But the thing is, if you bull down buck, you know, you can still make work and you get the same sort of dollars.
Yeah.
What's someone going to do with a horse that used to buck or don't buck? You're in a hard place, you know. But this breeding stuff that I'm doing, we're just trying to handle them and trying to do like what you're doing, get the best sort of genetics and doing it right. So, you know, like you're handling them, getting that handle on them straight, but getting them so they want to buck because they're bred to buck, but looking after them, like putting a dummy on, they're going out, they're jumping, kicking them, 3 seconds, pulling off.
Yeah.
And that's all they do, don't they? They can get handled a little bit and then, you know, see me again for 3 weeks. You know, that's all you got to do, you know?
Yeah.
And then, you know, there's nothing better than watching a good bronc rider spur one, get hold of him. And it's like, right, yeah, right. You know, getting the job done. And but in saying that too, like, I remember when Charlie started getting rode a bit, you know, this like the bulls, some bulls are that good for the first three and no one goes past them.
Yeah.
Then when someone got them, they're like, fuck, I'm lost here, idiot.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Old mate's actually giving it to me, you know? And they might not like that or
Yeah.
they might like it, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's what makes me nervous with that broomstick because he'll be 7 in October, and
he's got a minute.
yeah, he's getting
on
there,
it.
and no one's been past 2 jumps.
Oh, you know, and that's the thing, like,
I'm
you
like,
know, say some young fella gets on him and fucking sticks it to him. And
he might gallop down the arena and shit himself. Like, you don't know.
that, Ben saying that he's 7 and hadn't been ridden.
Yeah.
You don't even do it.
Yeah.
Like you've brought the best both on to show that you could and got a bit of a reward out of it, and it's good to see that. Mate, I've got a bullet and man ridden in 10 years. Mate. That's how I was in Charlie. I said, "Yeah, man, road play." They might have rode him, but they didn't mark him out or no score. You know, he went around for a few years like that, and it's a cool feeling, isn't it?
Mm.
But they do break your heart, horses a bit.
Yeah.
Bit softer than bulls and that. You know?
Oh, well, they were hot and cold days.
I'll ring up Ted Woodall, I'll go, Ted, I've got a real good bastard here, you know. Park the house down at home. Now you get a few young fellas and you can get a win on him, and you get a win on a few of them, and then you take him to the Bucktown show, and he's like, Ted goes, Kennedy. That bastard couldn't jump over a Coke can. I go, yeah, I know, mate, and it just break my heart. Take him home, look after him, buck him again, unreal.
Yeah.
Go to the Bucktown show.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, see, bulls are a bit more reliable. Like,
Yeah,
they're
mate.
bucking at home.
100%.
Like,
Yeah,
you put them on the road, there's a fair chance they're gonna.
fucking horses break your heart.
Why did you create your life around them sometimes?
Because they're cool bastards. You know, it's like my daughter Butch in Brooklyn. She has the radio. There's a horse there. I had a count. Remember what it was? She says, "Dad, that was terrible. How do you feel?" I said, "You saw that horse at home?" She goes, "Yeah, Dad. He's not coming home, mate." She goes, "I wanted him to win. He did absolutely nothing, Dad. I couldn't ride him." I said, she's 7. I'm thinking, yeah, she's 7. She goes, "He did buck at home. Like, he did buck at home."
Way to rub it in.
Yeah. Horses, I don't know, mate. I love the bastards. But I have a few of these bred fellas have got a year at home mucking around. You know.
Yeah. When should they be on the road?
Oh, well, that's if they buck.
Yeah.
Nah, it was,
Still too young.
yeah, they're only a couple of yearlings out there.
Yeah.
A couple of old bred mares and a couple of bred mares I bought in folder, a bit of imported stuff and that. And that's the thing, you pay a bit of money,
Yeah.
you expect them to buck, you know.
And I think that's another thing a lot of people don't realise, the money difference from horses, like straws and horses, to straws
You
and
don't try
bulls.
and bloody bred
Yeah.
man, mate.
Big money.
I'm handling it for 3 weeks, you know, and yeah, like just to get a handle on it, hey, I want to put an imported insane into it. It's hard, eh?
So like I got riding solo the year he won the world title,
Interesting.
and it was 5 straws for $2.5 grand, and you get in the year that he's the champion.
Yep.
And they took 4 out of the 5 straws, and then
Didn't take.
no, they did.
Well, they did. Oh, that's good. Yeah, right, yeah.
And so it's just, but that would never happen with the horses.
Horses can be tricky, mate. And that's the thing too, like, getting back to like Clay Evans, that you can ask him about cycles and all this and that. And everything I've asked him's worked.
Yeah.
Like just that animal husbandry, you know, all that Richard Tate, I've been shooting, hey, what do I do this bastard? Well, you look at me, what's he doing? This and that, like with breeding or whatever, and you go, well, just try this, mate, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And it's like, it works, you know? Got a mate of mine, Dan Baker, was a saddler, you know, and he bred a lot of, he owned the place at Rockhampton Equine Breeding Centre. Mate, I was there one day, we buying some Peppy Boomtown, he imported Peppy Boomtown from the States, buying some Peppy Boomtown foals, you know? And he's there, the milking milk, Peppy, and he's there with a fucking cotton bud in his ear, looking through a microscope, and he puts the earwax on a bit of semen, and you can see it all work and all that. He goes, yeah, this old doctor told me your earwax on under the telescope, and it makes all this shit work. And
Oh, wow.
Christ, you know. And old Dan, he comes down here a fair bit, deer shooting and all that, and I'm like, just little things like that. Like I think these horses up north, real hot, real hot and real big wet, you know, and that all like swamp camps, right?
Mm.
So you know, they get these big lumps on them, that, you know. I said to that Clay Evans, I said, what do you do with that? He goes, I'll put Vegemite on them, mate. I said, Vegemite? I said, what's that do? He goes, mate, it'll get that bloody swamp cancer off them, or mate, they're big bloody like warts on them.
Yep.
They're off in 3 days, mate.
Wow.
Vitamin B, you know. But I go, how do you know about that? He goes, I just know, mate. I'll tell you that much when there's that much of yarn. And fucking works. You know, I wouldn't think you get a ton of Vegemite put on a horse. You know, these horses come in last year up at Nibby Valley, and they had a bit of it on. They go, oh, well, this is what we do. I said, oh, just get Vegemite on, put it on it, mate. Said to Richard, I said, 4 days later, I said, how's the warts gone? He goes, no, they're gone, mate. Yeah, it's gone. It's just the thing that happens up over the wet up there, you know. And I was like, fucking bastards, you know. I said, who taught you that? I said, just know it, mate, you know.
Yeah, add it on.
Yeah. But, no, you pick up a few old bloody, few tricks on the way, don't you?
Yeah.
You know. Don't tell them how you got the tricks. Don't tell them how to be it.
What is sort of inbred imported buck and semen for horses? Is it pretty expensive? Yeah.
For them to even give it to you, it's pretty hard because that imported genetics over here. It's that they do that Trigger Man, and I think they tried to get a few others over here, but they didn't take that Trigger Man stuff works. And you know, like think about it too. You know, who in their right mind would want to breed a buck and horse? If it doesn't work out, you're fucked.
Mm.
If it does, you got to be able to campaign him, don't you? That's him. He's going to campaign. You got to breed him. Has 12 months. Wait 3 years before you can do anything with him, and baby him.
Yeah.
And then at the end of it, if he does buck, he's still a bucket horse.
Yeah.
So we'll steal from day one. He told me at the million and the 2 million.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're lining up to fucking get stuff for you.
Yeah.
But I've wasted a bit of money on them. I'm not telling you what they've done, but you'll hear it then.
Once the camera's off.
I'll tell you off the camera. And me and Tony would all got a bit of a plan there.
Yeah.
But it's cool what you know, Tony Carwell's done, and them fellas up there and that mucking around with shit, Cody Angler and that, like spoke to him a bit about it, and he's on the next level with Knudsen and that, bringing him over, and bloody, you know, like, you're buying a bucking horse because you want a bucking horse.
Yeah.
You know, but in saying that too, like Charlie and that, before Charlie got bushed out to go breeding, like at Ronnie's and that, he was a big gentleman around the house, like, you know. Some of them broncs I've got, like, I got old on and off Ronnie, and I got photos of him one like in 2002 on him. We still like him now. Well, I give him to Danny Fraser's young fella, Paddy Fraser, you know. We run him in and give him a carrot and get a loosen and fucking old legend, you know. But he gets bloody looked after pretty well, you know. And once they learn that you handle them, and you know, they love bucking when they buck.
Yeah.
They love it, you know. Like it's
the one thing I really liked about I was at one of Happy's shows, and he did a bit of a parade. He ran a few horses out, and it was 3 or 4 generations of all
cool,
horses bucking there.
yeah, man, it's cool.
And they're all competing, and the great grandmothers competing,
Yeah,
and all their foals are there,
yeah,
and they're 8-year-olds,
yeah.
12-year-olds, and doing good. I was like, that's so cool to see that many generations all competing.
And that's what I'm getting a kick out of now. Like I'll say to Ted, what's this for here, mate? You're like, that's out of Charlie Rocky's foal. This is a bred one, and it's like, fuck, it's cool, you know.
Yeah.
Like we're in, you know, nearly 3 generations of the horse, but it's working and it's cool. You know, like in old Ronnie down me the other day, he goes, "Oh, you got a bloody bit to do with this, you know, that old bastard pulling off my horse that day." He still hates him and pulling him off the horse. Like I looked in that paddock there, and those bred fellas by Charlie, like me and Moose were sitting there and we're going, "Gee, just look like cavalry horses, you know." But it's cool because that was the vision you had by having it. Like, you know, we got this horse that's broken, won a Royal Melbourne show, right? Bucked for so long and no one rode him, then bred him, everything out of his bucking. Crowd favourite, big gentleman, but now he's got his bred stuff out of it, and they look like big, stout, bloody, juicy motherfuckers. But they're a little bit intimidating too, some of them, you know, like, but that's what the vision was, not knowing, like, he just come along out of nowhere, you know what I mean? And it's cool to work out, you know?
Yeah.
It's not, well, horses can break your heart, mate. There's a fair bit of money out there in bloody cut and bred fellas, and Jesus Christ, some of them you wouldn't pay. You wish you didn't buy them. It's like anything, mate. You can't judge them by their ability as long as they want to have the crack at it. They break your heart, you know.
Touching on that, you talk about your cutting training and stuff you've been doing.
Just more that challenge sort of stuff, like stopping and challenge sort of stuff, you know. Love cutting red horses, but probably can't afford to do it. It's like anything, you know, I love training 2-year-olds and that, getting them right, you know.
Yeah. That's sort of another big passion of yours.
Yeah, it is, mate. If I didn't have them fellas and doing it, like, training good 2-year-olds, they'd probably go fucking mad, you know. Like,
there's only so much concrete you can cut.
Oh, concrete grey gold, they used to call it, you know. This is the thing, though, the old world's full of soft fuckers, isn't it? They don't want to do it anymore, you know. But, nah, body's fucked from it, mate.
Yeah.
And my daughter's mad on it, so it's good that I can show her a few things that I've learnt, you know, and hopefully go down the road doing a bit of challenge and a bit of draft and then sell a few, you know, run for the sales and that. But love, nothing said. You know, yourself, you might not be a horseman, so to speak, but your missus loves cutters. You go watch really good trained cutting horses, mate. You like watching them to get them to do that.
Yeah.
Not so many fellas in this country that can.
Yeah, she showed me some videos when they get down on all fours.
They're raping it, eh? Like, you sit on and feel that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's cool. Some of them beggars, when they're working pretty hard, they're like riding boats and like, you gotta ride them, don't you? Like, you know? And that's the thing too. Like, my daughter, I'm putting her on horses and I'm like shitting myself, you know? Like, she's like, no, just get the job home. Like, she's cautious, cut and watching that cow with the buffalo here and bloody all sorts of shit. And she just loves it, you know? And I'm like, I'm becoming a bit of an older soft fella, you know? But it's pretty cool. She's bloody drafting barrel racing, pretty well bred camp drafting there, and it's won a fair bit, and I'm like watching her. She's only done 2 barrel races, and old mares, and the barrel race was only running around and drum around here, and I don't know if I knew the barrel races. Old Butchie's coming in the first drum there the other day, I said it's bunyip bogey on. Old man's balked a bit, and then she put her neck out by that, catching Butch and bloody putting her back on. But then you see her at home here, like working waiters and that. Brooklyn destroys her and she gets down and boogies over. But she's picking it up, looking after her and that. Like, she's a 3 foot. You watch her ride her body. Fully trained horse, pretty cool.
Yeah. I see her on the horse and her feet are barely.
Oh, she's cruel, eh? But she's pretty handy though.
Yeah.
Like, I take it muster and everything, eh? She won't whinge one bit. She'll be out there. I've had days where we've had big days, like fucking big days, and I'm like, "You're right, Dylan." She's like, get the job done there. And I'm like, fucking tough that bastard. No water bottle and no fucking nothing. And I was like, you're not in the golf anymore, mate. Good kids, you know. But, you know, like, it's just like looking at good break horses, you know. And especially all them sales and that going on now, so, you know, you get a bit of money for them, but I do it more for the passion, mate. Like breeding a few, like riding good horses.
Yeah.
You know, like, probably the worst mistake, I'll give you a bad horse. So I had this horse, mate, his name was Black Mamba. And this is another charming story, you know. And he wasn't going to win the futurity, this horse, but he was fucking good, you know. And then chased me oldest boy. He's had him for 10 years. So he's getting married, you know. He goes, oh, I want you to be the best man in the world. Righto. I said, what are we, Bucks party having a big show or whatever? He goes, no. Anyway, I just got that horse back. And they said, he's not going to win it for surety, but he's a fucking handy bastard. Anyway, Charms was over and 20 cans. And I said, you know that horse needs for a fucking working present, you know? Boys just they haven't made him fucking all. They pick up off him, they rope off him, they barrel race off him, they fucking kids ride him. And I'm like, just want to win a fucking futurity. Give one of the best bars. Have you seen him? Big black horse, you know? He's fucking beautiful, you know? But I was just like, fucking Chalmers got me again. But I said to him the other day, I said, you're lucky you got me when I was drunk, mate. I didn't have any kids. I said, because but what I'm getting at, all the work I put into that horse, right, it's so cool watching him. Like, I watched Chalmers pick up off him the other day at the Bunktown Track. The man that then barrel raced him, but he's just that broke and he's real nice type horse. You look at horse and you look at twice, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I like. You know? Proper pretty bastard. Proper pretty bastard, you know? And calm, good mind, but when you want to get the job done, get the job done. But yeah, it's pretty cool watching Heath because I give it Heath to, he's done a fucking hour. Yeah. But now next generation of kids are riding him, and you know, fucking it's cool, right? Like
that's the best thing in horses. Like in where I grew up, there was one pony that pretty much taught every kid in the district how to ride because he just once he outgrew him, then he got passed on to someone else.
Yep.
And then so everyone learned how to ride on this one little pony.
Yep. And
then just moved on to other horses, and that's a cool thing about horses.
I bought this old horse off Joey Fitzgerald years ago. Bought a horse called S.R.S. Rooster. Rockin' Rooster was his name. And that S.R.S. Rooster, like he won a couple of futurities, Frankie Green and that. And he had a big gravel in his guts, you know, and Frank Van Holt Cowboy, fuck if Frank had got anything, you know, but made the horse. I put that horse in a challenge there years ago. I had him really break, really soft down good. And a month before the challenge, I didn't ride him, you know, because he hadn't been in the arena. You know? I just said to me, I said, just feed him and run him, look after him, try him up the road every day from the wine buggy, and I'll get him. I'll just show him. Going into that camp, mate, but that fucking thing was like curio, you know. And I'm like, you forget it wasn't when Brad Pierce was something there, Corey was like, went the rock bottom, that bastard. I got him into that camp, mate, he's from I was flat out hot, sitting on him, like, pulled one around, I was like, fuck you, bastard, eh? Like, he's bucking because he's happy, like, let's go and cut a cow, you know, like, you know what I mean? But he's taught about 5 or 6 kids how to ride, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he's in the golf now that also give him to me mate's kids. And he's 23 now, still winning open drafts. Put a 4-year-old kid on him, 5-year-old kid on him, put him in the kids, he'll just poke around, you know?
Yeah, knows who's on him.
Oh. But, like I've said, breaking him into that, he rooted every fucking day. Even at the end of the day. You know, me and Charles be bucking him out and you were more worried about getting off the buck and was getting onto him because that was how pickup was. And he'd root, you know. And then you put a kid on him and, oh, it's cool, you know.
Yeah.
It's just fucking, they get smart, like,
Yeah.
but they sort of get a kick out of it too. But, yeah, no, watching Heath and that the other day there, and the kids and that, Amanda and that, was like, it's cool seeing something that you made a bit and watching someone to campaign
Continue it on, yeah.
you know, like, and their hands, like, they're proper hands, and it's good seeing it, you know, like real good.
What's the best piece of advice you got?
Fuck. Yeah, you know what?
Yeah. Like through like the amount of people you've worked with and been around and been lucky. What's something that's
turn up? If someone gives you an opportunity, fucking really think about the opportunity they're giving you and embrace it. You know, if someone's giving you the time of fucking day to make you better, take it on as if someone's been hard on you, so to speak, and they're trying to make you get a bit of fucking incentive, appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because there's so much talent that doesn't get fucking, it's just wasted, eh? Like, you know, the problem with this new generation, they just expect to be fucking good, don't they? Like, they expect to be top, to get to the top easy, you know? Fucking, there's nothing better than watching some disadvantaged sort of fella who's just got that fucking fight in get the job done, eh? You know? All these spoon-fed motherfuckers that just think to, you know, earn it. They haven't earned it, they just think they expect it. Best bit of advice, get a job done.
Yeah.
Believe in yourself. Play silly games and silly problems.
Looking back over your career, what was one of your standout Broncos? One that meant the most to you?
On and off Dartmoor 2013.
Yeah.
Tom Reeford, open slide, Byron pushed him over, standing in the box with his fucking leg like that, open slide and come out, jump and kick across there. But it wasn't that. He was just a cool old horse and won the Bronco on him that night. And then I won, he goes, well, you want to buy that? I'll look for breakfast, you know. I said, yeah, that'd be cool. So, but that was a good night because I had my hand chewed off by a blue cattle dog at Tentwood or all that jellies going.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm sitting down at the piss, you know, with this blue cattle dog. When going out of the piss and pissing in this shit, this blue cattle dog just fucking rustled me on the end of this chain, you know. And Ted's over there, he goes, I bet you $100 PK you can take his mouth up. I said, right, I didn't know that these Gallagher back dogs, you know, Sean Gallagher back dogs, I didn't fucking know much about them dogs, you know. So they all rate them as mad, you know. I grabbed this fucking dog over the head. Ted goes, well, I haven't got your fucking tape. I let that dog, I let my hand go and just went bang, bang, bang on the hand. Fucking fingers all mashed up and I get on that horse and fucking, I went to roll right on him and I was like, fucking Woodall, he still owes me 100 of that bar. But no, I used to love getting on and off for Overlander and one of them fellas. Yeah. Overlander was pretty cool. It was all at, it was 83, 84, he was one of the Marable or something like that. He was just a cool old dude. Cowboy horse, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but probably Overlander on and off, happy. I hate Rocky. But I love her. But no, they're just good cowboys. Yeah. Overlander probably stand out. One a fair bit off him. He's just a cool dude, eh?
Yeah.
On and off, like I said, I've still got him. I don't have him. We give him to Paddy Fraser, you know. And, yeah, just a cool horse. I would tell you a yarn about on and off.
Yeah, right. Give it to us.
Tell you a yarn about on and off. he bucks pretty good at home, and I've had fellas drive all over Australia to come here home and get on him. You know, well that says something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like he's a bred horse boy. Goes off and on and on and off. And the deal is they get on the they hit West Spurs on him and all that, you know. Like, he's just a cool bastard, you know. Like, he gets rugged and fed here and fucking, and Danny looks after him like a gem, you know. But I've had blokes literally drive all over Australia to get on him, you know.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, from Clonco to here, you know, like, he's cool, you know.
Yeah.
And I would love to know how much money there's won on him. Like, you have to be a couple $100,000, you know.
Yeah.
Like, he's been bucking for 20 odd years. Like, I would not do it. It's funny, isn't it? Like, you look at your drawers and you go, that fella's expected to ride that fella. And then you look at them wrong, so you go, oh shit, he's got on and off, he's going to win that bastard, you know, like, if he does his job, you know. Like, every cowboy in the country knows him. Danny Fraser, his kid's getting on him, and Danny was getting on him.
Yeah.
You know? Danny's like, mate, are you sure this is the same old on and off? So I said to Danny somewhere, I said, I'm not mucking around, I had too many horses here. And it gets a bit cold here, and I said, we did pay a good practice horse. I said, you got to look after him. I got a lot of respect for Danny, you know, he's fucking cool, but funny bastard. This is the yarn. This is the yarn. So I said to Danny somewhere at some buck jump show, and he held me to it, this bastard, right? He goes, what, you give Paddy that old on and off yet? I said, come and get him, Danny. He's 8 or 9 hour drive to come here to get him. Well, this is a fucking good story, eh? He goes, mate, I'll be there in the morning. I said, Danny, it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. He coming all this way to get this horse. He must want him. Yeah, mate, yeah, mate. I get up 5 in the morning and fucking around and he's camped up in the driveway, that bastard, you know. Go get him, run him in the yard. Me and Danny put him on his float, on his trailer down here, over coffee and that. Off Danny goes, you know. 5 minutes later, the phone rings. Danny Fraser. What? Mate, what's happened? He goes, BK, I'm not fucking bullshitting you, I'm not yamming the side of me fucking float, beside me trailer's come open. That horse has jumped out of the float and he's running back towards you. I go, fuck up, Danny, because he plays games with this guy. He's always fucking around, you know. I walk outside, I walk out the shed, that old horse, gate, the door came open, he ran up from the main street of Dorford, ran all the way back up to the yards up here. Right? Up the bitumen, he's standing at the yards, I go, you don't want to leave me, do you, old fella? Then he pulls up here, and I go, you drove 10 hours to get the best practice pony in the fucking country, you fucking leave the gate open.
Yeah.
That horse run up the fair way, mate, like through town and come back up here and run up the yards. He goes, mate, that's a bit jackarooish. And I said, fuck me dead, mate, I thought you were an old swagman, you know. I said, you come midnight driving to get him and you fucking let him out like a main street of Broadway. Fuck me dead. I go, well, you can't catch him. You can put a hold on him and coach him in, but he's still a bucker. Anyway, but I stirred Danny up a bit about that, you know. But I've seen what Paddy's done with him. You know, he's bucking the saddle, bucking in the rig, and he's just a cool dude, you know. Yeah. And you get a bit of like Paddy's in the States now, and Danny sent me a video of Paddy getting on him. And like when he left here, mate, like it gets cold here, eh? Like proper. And he's a big winner bucking. I mean, like I said, he's 30 odd years old now. Mm. Danny got him fat and shiny, and you know, Danny sent me videos and running around all these bloody road horses and barrel horses, and he's like an old bloody bull horse. You know, he's happy as Larry, and Paddy gets on him, and it's just cool watch, you know. Yeah. So that goes to show you that horse is 30 years old, still bucking, and jumps and kicks, you know, and just be cool dude,
Yeah.
you know. But Danny didn't want him, you know, like Danny let him jump out the main street.
That's rule one, isn't it? Just shut
I
my
hold
gate.
that on him, mate. If I can hold that on him. 10-hour drive and let the fucker go up the street. And I'm not going to explain this one. I bucked some horses one day and one jumped out the fucking arena and went up the road and I'll go, fuck, I'm going to catch this bastard. But no, it was pretty wild story. It's only Danny Fraser's story, you know. Coming all that way and let him go up the main street. Run back at the other, that old horse is probably going, fuck me, Dad, we're doing this again.
I jumped out at the pizza shop again.
Mate, he was up the main street. He'd be 5 or 6K from here. But he had to go over a bridge, round a corner, round another corner, and up the road and turn left. It's not just a straight road.
That's it. That's the one thing I love about your property is that tunnel.
Oh,
Jeez, that's cool.
Well, you're going to have a bit of a wild time and you know about it.
Yeah.
You know, the bloody hat now, it's going to be a cool deal.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I'll buck a few in the paddy cake.
So what's next for BK?
Nah, 20 years of chasing the can or something like that with my daughter.
Yeah.
Try and train a few cutters, try and do a bit of challenging. The young fella's really good at footy, so pretty wrapped in him, you know. I don't know if I got all that football, but he's pretty handy at it, eh?
People that do know said he's good at it, so that's all you know.
Fucking 900 k's a week driving around and training and whatever else, but I was probably spending a bit of time with family and that now. I love bucking horses and love horses in all aspects.
Disciplines,
you know, all disciplines, but just muck around with a few, mate. Slow down a bit on the conch. Bit more
Family time and horses.
yeah, I might try and breed a few real big bad suckers. I got a bit of a plan, mate. Muck around with a bit of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Just keeping them a bit under the radar, you know. It's cool those like little RSA shows that like me and Tim would all get around a lot together and have a bit of fun, you know. But I'll tell you, the next 5 or 6 years, being Bronco is going to be fun all across Australia because everyone's stepping it up.
Yeah, like you got what is it? Tumbarumma's committees get some.
Tumba, Hills, Macca stuff, they're all juicy,
Yeah.
like fucking. You know,
And
like
the spotlight's getting back on them too.
Yeah.
They're doing their extreme broncs, big international bronc bash, plus all the stuff everyone else is doing.
But we're in the 60, 70 years of breeding now. You know, this is what, and they're fucking bucking. Like, proper, right? Well, you look at some of those Carrington horses there, you know, what, then they're bucking unreal too. Like all these committees horses, like old committee horses and that, like what they're breeding it, yeah, it's working, you know.
Yeah.
But now's the best time to be a bronc rider or bull rider.
Yeah.
Fuck me dead. If you're not 100% in it, you're an idiot, aren't you? Like, thought they were cool as fuck. There's nothing that you can't win on.
No.
Like, there's nothing you can't win on.
Yeah.
Like, and there's a lot that they're struggling to really ride because they're tough peggers, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, fucking.
Yeah, like we did. I can't remember the name of the thing. Bunalong.
Yep.
And it was me and Brendon, Gills, and then there was another fellow. I couldn't remember his name, but them 12 bulls in that open.
Outstanding.
I wouldn't misplace in a short go anywhere in Australia.
Yeah.
And that's at a little show in Victoria.
So, you look at rodeo now with the way that, like, I'll make an example of this. 15 years ago, if a fucking rapper sang with a country bloke, they'd call him a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You're looking at people now that aren't anything to do with cowboy life, but they wear Western gear and they like that Western sort of style. It's actually, people are going to buck jump shows because they're into it, eh?
Yeah.
The atmosphere is different, you know, but they want to see, the crowd wants to see someone ride one. Like you watch it, you listen to the crowd when, what your bulls, what you just said, they buck 5 or 6 blokes off, then one just cuts across the pen, oh mate, ride there.
Yeah.
They're roaring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? there's a pen of them there now that you can't take to the buck jump show because they won't go on.
Mm.
You know, they won't get on.
Yeah.
But in saying that, you watch them young kids that fucking are into it. And they're hanging in the air, lifting on their reins, throwing it. It's unreal.
Yeah.
Like, but there's, you know, there's not that just that one that can't be ridden. There's a pen full of them that
Oh,
can't
yeah.
be ridden.
Everyone's got a legend of them.
Oh, and that's right. And you know the little deal that I'm going to do, you get a few fellas and put on a challenge.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
And
yeah, watch this space. It's going to be something special.
oh well, there's something in the pipeline, but it'll soon sort out who's cowboy.
Yeah.
And
You're either going to love it or hate it.
well, I think you're gonna love it, but you can be a fucking loose motherfucker to do it. But that's the idea. They're going to get on a bit. Look, the idea of it is to be able to get on the best you can and ride the best. You know, if you can't be ridden, it's your job to riding, isn't it? Isn't it cool that you're getting on something that's bucking, not something like I remember Coldfish said to me one day, I forget where he goes, that was one of the hardest fucking things I've ever played. And I said, yeah, you're 70 on him. He goes, mate, he felt like I was 90 on that. You know what I mean? Then he was there on somebody, and he's like 89 on one. He goes, oh, geez, it was just easy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
You know,
when
like,
everything's working.
but some of them fuckers that are chop and change and not, they're hard to ride.
Yeah.
They're not fun to ride.
Mm.
You know, like.
Yeah, like them balls that just wear, no kick, and like,
You look at
they're
that
hard
big,
to ride.
big stout fuckers going down there. It's like you watch some fellas in the States, it looks easy, doesn't it?
Mm.
It's not,
Yeah.
you know. But they're helping making them up, like getting hold of them, lifting on their rein. But they're cool, you know, like
Yeah.
big rocking all sort of fuckers.
And that was when I did Kelly Timmerman school. It was, I never realised that because I didn't have a lot to do with the bucking horses, but how them guys can actually really make them buck better, like to collect and
Yeah,
come up, like grabbing them properly.
you spur them, they're going to buck.
Mm.
How
And,
much-
and shortening them
Yeah,
up
that's
too.
right, yeah.
And he had this thing, he's like, when he's setting his rigging, he goes, like, never put any pressure on it downwards. Because I'm always getting it and pulling back, because I want him to lift them front feet up.
Yeah.
Once he comes out, I want him. So everything with the rigging, I'm always pulling it back. So I'm getting him to sit by it like that. So once it cracks, he's going to really come out and then start that ride the way it should.
Well, I've got 20 practice horses he flew, mate.
Yeah, once I get me rigging, we'll have to have a go.
Nah, that's it. But isn't it cool when you listen to things like what he's saying about lifting it back and that? Because when he comes out, he's going to blow, isn't he? You know? I remember Jack Woodall like giving me half a smack around the head there one day and bombing me for fucking pulling Rocky too tight. Now I had that loose the other day, right? And I said, he goes, oh, pull a bit more into that, would you? I said, nah, she'll blow, mate, it'll be right, you know? I'll tell you a mad story. Mad bastard Glenn Cannon. I watched him sitting in the box when the theatre was on. He's sitting in and his saddle's rocking like that. And yeah, we Glenn Cannon to do that and he'd kick the fuck out of that bastard, you know? But it's not about pulling him tight or whatever, it's about putting it on right, isn't it? You know, like some of the best trips that I've got out of do, like we were back the earth on that, you know? But your saddle would never hit up your ass or whatever. It's snowing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know? But that's the thing about schools with caliber of men like Kelly showing you that. People that bolt it down and it's probably doing you more harm than good.
Yeah.
Because you can't lift on your rigging and you can't get that flex in it, you know what I mean? Like, and that old pony, you don't want to pull down like that.
No.
But he's a wild man, that bastard. He's said a couple of good things there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's the go, Bennett?
So yeah.
You gonna ride these bare horses?
Yeah,
What?
so-
Crack my bloody podcast.
Yeah, you're going to interview me now.
What do you
So, yeah, my rigging's finished and it's in the mail. Kelly sent it all up for me.
Yep.
Like, it's a great bloke. Like, I did one of his schools. I got on one horse when I was at his school. And because I didn't have any gear, sort of,
Oh, right.
he was sort of focusing on everyone else and then
Yep.
got on that. And then when he was at the finals, he went and bought me rigging, bought everything I needed, set it all up for me. I just had to transfer him the money.
That's
Now he's
right.
posting it to me. And I've met him for 2 days.
That's a guy that's trying to get back in it.
Yeah.
How
like,
cool is that?
He doesn't have to do that.
That's right. How cool is that?
Yeah.
Putting you on the right path, not giving you a bum steer.
Yeah.
It's like good bloke.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, unreal.
Yeah.
Like, I can't speak any more highly of him. Well, yeah, but he's not alone in rodeo. There's a lot of fellas that are like that, because I showed that I was keen. I wanted, what do I do?
Yeah.
Like, because we can't get gear here, it's not accessible.
Mate, I'll tell you, that's another thing too. Like, years ago, there was a few blokes selling gear. Now it's actually hard for a young fella to get a saddle or get a region, or even buy some latigos or spurs, you know. Like,
especially when you start out, you don't know what to order. There's 14 different types of everything.
Yeah, and the thing, like, it's so expensive now, eh? Like, I bought a Dave Gold saddle in like 2006, whatever it was. It was here in like 2 months. Now it's like 3 year wait or whatever it is. And you, like, you get anything. It's just so dear and hard, and the customs bastards gets you, and then fucking.
Yeah,
it's like, you know.
I think for my everything you need, like me rigging, glove, everything, I think it was about 2,400 Australian dollars, like shipped.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of money, especially like it's all right for me because I'm being like can work full time, but a 17-year-old kid or something, that's a lot of money to put together.
And she's a tough apprenticeship getting the job done. Me and Lee Bowker spent a lot of time together, and I said to Lee the other day, I said, at Bunyip, I said, get on a bareback. I haven't seen a good bareback rider for a while. He goes, look, I don't forget that young fella he had with him. He goes, he's only been on the buck machine a few times, and he goes, his kid's real good, you know. I was watching Lee at the shoot and drop like that, right? He goes, let's get him, but I miss it, you know. And, but them good old bareback, they just respected, aren't they? The bareback riders, you know what I mean? It's like, it was. I done a bit of traveling with a fella called Tony Exley, you know, or heck. And I've done a Hemi Tyler's, Australian Tyler's, that one, but just the coolest dude, and fuck me, he just go, how did he do that, you know? Like on wild horses, and like, just, like you said before, getting hold of them, making them bark, and just real, they're just polished all the time.
Yeah.
You know, like Bowker made like that level. Lee Bowker was outstanding, you know, and then right in, and then you just core strength, and make an average horse being ranked, you know, and it was cool, you know.
Yeah, like a few months ago, seeing Luke Higgins.
Oh, he's done
just unreal.
He's
like,
done
just the way he shows them horses off, and that feed had just like got lightning in him.
And it's so textbook to what the
guys
at the school are telling you.
Yeah.
And then there you go. There's exactly what I'm saying. Like, you look at guys like Luke, and that they do it how everything should look, you know. And then when you try it, you're like, this is fucking hard. You know, when I was a kid, I come down and done a Tony Exley school at Ronnie's old place, not where he is now, it was down the road. They had this old great pony. They run the Bronx with him. And then I got on him in the rigging for my first rigging horse. Yeah. And I was like, fuck that rigging horses. It's scary enough when you're in that, you know.
I actually like love it. Like that. Like you get in and that crack, that noise.
It's a turn on,
yeah, it's just.
Wait till I run a couple of these big scouts for you.
You can't, like, bull riding, like, you can look out and jump off. When your hands off from that rigging, you're staying there whether you want it or not.
You're in.
Like that full commit
then
is.
So you got a weird dude like me trying to be big as that.
You make me arms even longer.
Longer than bro. I appreciate it, reading man, all that. And then, I was Dave Stacey there the other day, and even Lee Stacey. When was the last time you got on a horse? 7 years ago. And that fucking good ride, and I'm like, what is that? Fuck, you're mental, mate. But it was cool though, you know?
Yeah.
Like, It's
Yeah,
a lot of it,
I think
lot
the
of it bigger than Riggin.
yeah, I think they get a bad rap, like because when you see a good
Oh,
Regan horse, or like fuck, there's something in that, eh? Like it's
everyone
it
wants to be able
reminds
to
me
do it,
of
but that's more passion, more energy.
it
And it's
reminds me of fight.
Yeah,
Like it's that sweet science of like brutality and just like perfection when it's sort of when that lines up when you get the best horse and the best guy.
yeah.
Same when you get the two guys fighting each other, two best in the world. There's
There's
something
now
else.
you get the source of the best. Like you watch a guy like Luke Higgins. I could be sitting at the back there, whatever, and I'll hear his name and I'll go over there and watch him. You know, I wouldn't have seen the fucking bullride for 10 years. And if I hear someone like him, I'll go and watch it. You know, yeah, but everyone knows that. The whole crowd knows, right? Then he puts a little show in, little shame in that part.
Yeah.
That big.
Yeah.
Smart ass bastard and prove us all wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, he's over in the States now, so I can't wait.
Yeah, about because on that buck machine, Jesus Christ, he could. Well, he's got this buck machine up. It's the biggest three-face fucking motor on the scene. And it's just wolf. Wolf. You gotta jump, you hit his three-face gene to run it. Fucking weights all over it, you know. And it's an animal, you know. He goes to me the other day, he goes, Luke Higgins started here. Oh, forget who else he said. But there was some pretty good names. And he's like, he's got Billy, he's rigging. So his young fella Billy Bowker, and he's a little cowboy, that bastard. And he's a little boxer, and you know, humblest little fella. Billy goes me at the buck comes the other day, he goes, "Let it rigging." I said, "Well, you're in the right hands, aren't you, for that?" Well, I said, I rang Lee and I said, "The young fella told me he's got a rigging." He goes, "Yeah, I might start going off your radios now." You know, and like it's cool. Like you see Danny there with Paddy and that. You know, old timers getting in there. Come on out, Paddy. Or fucking that Billy Bowker will be pretty dynamite. Old fella like Lee won't worry about them balls, whatever. But he'll go there for that rigging work, and you'll get him cherry right before he's there. You know? But you need that fucking tenacity, don't you? Like you said. That's the thing. I had a few boxing fights too, or whatever else. You've got to enjoy that brutality, then mateship stuff. You know?
Yeah.
It's hard to fucking wire across, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know,
it's it's sort of like you can't get like people think that it's anger. Like when you fight, you can't. As soon as you get angry, you're gonna get flopped.
oh fuck.
Like because you stop thinking. You gotta have.
It's two disciplined blokes having a crack.
Yeah, there's something in it with being able to get punched as hard as some other fella can punch you in the face and still keep thinking and keep moving and planning. You might take a bit of damage, but
that's that young and you got to stay controlled in an uncontrolled environment, eh?
And that's when everything goes to shit. You can see the difference from fellas that either ride rough stock or fight or any of them high pressure, even fellas that have been in war. Once everything's going, they can still think.
Oh yeah.
It's been able to think under that a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Where other guys like they'll go blank or go stiff or.
And this is the thing too, like what you say about fighting people, go, oh, it's anger, this and that. For you to get prepped for a fight, the discipline that goes involved, well, you know this, you can't even train a bad time.
Yeah.
Your nutrients got to be great. You got to be fit enough. You got to hope you work harder than old mate. You got to be capable enough. You got to be able to take the fucking hit. But this is what they think like fighting anger games, man. It's fucking discipline. It's going to war with your own self. To be any good at it, you've got to go for fucking hell. You know, like, and it's people don't respect that. You know, then you watch two guys have a fucking good old-fashioned knock on. It's fucking grouse.
Yeah.
See them after it, shake hands, kissing each other when you go and rave. Oh, look at that lovey. You know, it's the same as bronc riding, bull riding. There's nothing better when someone rides one of your bulls that you beat them and kick the fuck out of it. Like it was 90 all day, you know, that's cool. Get it.
Yeah.
What's that word?
Satisfaction.
There's a name for it, like the feeling you get, like it's grouse, isn't it? You know, you half want your bull to buck the cut off, you half want him to road.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like with my bulls, if they have their best day and I'll magnetise it, that's perfect.
Oh, it's the best.
Like that's what you want. Like if If he has an off day and then someone kicks him, it's not that enjoyable. But if he's on and old mate's on, that's magic.
I want a cowboy to win so I can go to Tedwood or my fucking horse buck better than yours. I'm for the cowboy, but you sort of want the fucking get bucked off, but you don't. But when a good fella's getting on him that you know he's going to set his feet and go, you like fucking spur this bastard. Let's see what he's got, you know. And some of them fuckers that have never had that big knife and whatever stand up and root a bit, you know. It's like that was cool, you know. Like,
yeah, they'll bring the best out of that horse.
Yeah. But I'll give Chalmers this. I've seen him in that big grey horse there the other day at Dartmoor or wherever it was, and he fucking got hold of him. Sees that horse bucked. and he's been bucking like that after it. And Chalmers heard him. It was unreal, like, you know, and he gets off that big smile on his face. Oh, fucking buck that bastard. I said, yeah, properly. Then you watch that horse. But he just needed a bit of that. He's getting away with it a bit for a bit, and then now he's. But
he doesn't want to wait around and get another one like that. So.
No, he's bucking them off, yeah. It's good to see it, you know. But if they didn't love it, they wouldn't do it. That's what people don't understand. If they didn't love it, they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know, like,
well, you got to look at other disciplines in the horse world. They're not 26 years old and going to the world final.
So, dude, I'll tell you now, the worst thing that can happen to a horse is someone buys it, puts 5 rows on it, feeds it twice a day, and doesn't ride it, mate. That thing is busted and it's an outlaw. That's the worst thing they can do, you know. Like them buck tumblers in mine, you're not going to get out and paddy your catch them. You don't tie them up, can lead them, put them on a float, take them off. Like, you got to know what you're doing a bit, but you get a handle on them, you know. So when they do go to buck tumble show, they know what's going on. Like, they know they're going into the buck, you know. And if they don't want to do it, push them, bring them back, you know. But it's cool seeing, like, red horse buck, you know. I love it. I love it. Like, giving back to something that you love that you get no return out is pretty good. You know, that's a fucking stupid business decision. You know, like, but you do it because you love it. You know? I saw that young fella Clayton Tate coming down. He was spurring a bale of hay at the start and spurring by Easter, you know.
Yeah.
But it was cool because, well, he learned to ride on on and off, you know. First time I got on, I never put a flank on him, like give him none, and run him around, put a bit of lucid in there, give him a fucking carrot, give him half an hour off, give him again, twice a week to do that. Now, lifting on his reins, setting his feet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You know, I got him off, comes with the pickup horse, go and saddle him out in the arena. Walking him back into the box and he goes next loose again. You know, but it's seeing young kids like that. My day, old Ray Herman put me on me first. Old Ray rang up Brandy in Richmond, had to run these horses in from fuck if I know where they got them from. Brandy runs them in, said, Ray goes, are these bringing buck yet? Oh, cowboy. He goes, wouldn't know, mate, you want a bronc? What do you got, a few broncs? Here they are. Fucking just getting on and getting out was a bit wild. But it was so cool having 2 legends like Brandy and Ray there, you know. But then you go to other places getting on, they want to see you, they want to see the horses buck, and you know, some of them contractors, you know, they might take a few porky pies. They might get more juicy than you think or whatever. But there's so many places now where young fellas can actually get a go, and because you need cowboys, mate.
Yeah.
Fucking
no point breeding good horses
yeah,
if you don't know how to get on it.
That's right, yeah. And, you know, there's a lot of blokes there doing it, like you said earlier, that have got their right direction where it's going, you know, that they want to see the sport progress, you know, because they're old cowboys that wish they had that, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like, I remember going to Jack O'Connell's, fuck, the whole true the horse stable was there. You know, well, you know, wrong like he's there. What's he do? Fuck the what, man? That's like, you know, like, now you can go, yeah, maybe we'll just hop out there. And,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, got the right horses for the right levels.
Fuck, I wish that was the way. You know? But that's what breeding champions, I mean, when you see them, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it's good. So it's a good few next 10 years. I'll tell you, keep a look at. I've got a few little tricks up my sleeve.
BK, it's been an
Yeah,
absolute
mate.
pleasure.
Good yarn.
Thank you very much, and we'll have to get you back on in the future once
I don't know about that.
after we reveal all the secrets.